December 29, 1982 saw Bama fans celebrating a bowl victory again as Alabama defeated Illinois in the 1982 Liberty Bowl, bringing to an end the coaching career of Paul Bear Bryant, who weeks earlier had announced his retirement. Once again, the legendary coach had brought national attention to his beloved university. Little did Bama fans know that less than a month later, the nation would once again be focused on Tuscaloosa, this time for a more somber reason.
We worked with Coach Bryant for over an hour. The efforts were carried out, including as a desperate attempt putting a pacemaker in through the chest wall to try to restore the heart rhythm. Unfortunately, all of these efforts were unsuccessful.
The death of Coach Bryant ended a special era in Alabama football. For today's players, many who were not born at the time of Coach Bryant's death, reminders of the coach can be seen everywhere. For those who were close to him, memories of the coach are still living today.
I often tell this and not disrespect to my parents. When I came down, I was 17 years old, and I think Coach Bryant had more influence on me and my family, on the characteristics and the do's and the don'ts than my mom and dad did. But like I say, I was with him so much longer.
From my first time to meet him as a freshman, to shake hands with him, actually is a good memory for me.
Well, the biggest thing about Coach Bryant by far is just the way he would look you in the eye, and he would make you believe that you were the best player that ever walked the face of the earth.
When certain events occur, people have a tendency to remember what they were doing at that time. Such is the case with the Alabama faithful in January 26, 1983.
And Gary White, who was their dorm director, and myself went to Bryan Hall to eat lunch. And it was about 11:30, quarter to 12, and Coach Linda Knowles called and said, "You better hurry, the hospital. Coach is in bad shape." And time we got there, he'd already passed away.
I was standing in the Rotary Club at 12 o'clock, and I was telling them this story, that Coach Bryant was checking out of the hospital. It was just for checkups, and I think he did check out of the hospital. But then I think he had to go immediately back, and then when he reported back, he just had a massive heart attack. And so then, sure, I'm standing there telling him that he's fine. And we get a call that Coach Bryant's gone.
I was in Mobile, and at a restaurant near the interstate in Skyland, Airport Boulevard, I believe, and drinking coffee, and I overheard a couple of waitresses over near a window kind of saying how they would miss him and kind of reminiscing a little bit. I couldn't hear every word, but I just sensed that it was someone that was important, you know, the way they were talking.
And so he will live on forever and ever.
Keith Dobbins, WVUA 7 Sports.